Good morning, everyone. Yay, time to commute to work. Woohoo! Going to work, going to work, going to work, work. To sit at a desk, and type in the keyboard all day long. Alright, anyway guys, it's been a while. It's been about 2 weeks since I did a commute video. If you're new to the channel or if you're new to this video, basically what I do is I drive to work 1 hour. It takes 1 hour to get to work. So what I figured I would do is, record myself and yip yap for that hour and see how it goes, right? So hence the ROD Commute Podcast, and here we are. So anyway, what the heck? What are we talking about today? I don't know. I never know, actually, but it's dark, time change, this whole time savings crap. So I have no choice, but I definitely have to leave when it's dark out. So the deer better get the hell out of the road because I ain't dealing with that again. So, it is what it is. I drive a lot of back roads to get to work, which means a lot of deer. What the hell? There you go. Oh, turn that off. A lot of deer are on the way, unfortunately. They're on the way in the beginning of this commute and at the end of the commute. So hopefully, again, they behave and they stay in the woods. But if you're from, New Jersey or a place with a lot of deer, that does not happen. And typically they just sit there and stare at you from the side of the road, and you just hope they don't move, which is very annoying. But obviously the last time, not that long ago, they moved. And they ran in front of me, and my car took forever to get fixed. And it was a pain in the ass. But anyway, enough crying about that. Let's talk about the stock market. Oh my God! The stock market has been awful. Awful, right? The stock market has been tanking, right? Bad. So, what happened? Well, I guess Trump, he announced some tariffs on Canada, on Mexico, and the market said, no. So they said that'll probably cause inflation, so we will sell off, and then they sold off, and they even sold off Bitcoin, and they sold off this, and they sold off that, and then the whole thing with freaking Ukraine, right? And then the market didn't like that. And then, oh my God, sell off again, and then the sell off, and then the sell off, and then the sell off, and it's been ugly. And obviously no one, it's okay to get a discount. Believe me, it's good. The market should do what it's got to do. But the recent sell off, it was a little rough. I mean, it's not done by any means, but a lot of people are quite peed off, especially in the YieldMax community. There's a lot of people, including YouTubers, that are just like, I'm selling out of my YieldMax. I'm like, okay, whatever. And maybe it's just for clickbait because they make a big thumbnail, right? This is why I sold out of YieldMax. Like we give a rat's ass, Like, seriously? I just... As much as I love YouTube, most of it, like, come on. And the faces, the faces really get to me. Like, oh, I sold this, or this is a good deal, like, or this is so. It's usually mostly negative thumbnails with that like shocked face, like, oh my God, the market. This is why Tesla's going to zero. I don't know. But anyway, the market is down. My portfolio is down. And this is a really good example of I'll talk about a few things. One thing is, I never have any, I'll say downside, like protection, right? I never, what they say, hedge. Never hedge my bets, right? Hedge. I don't know. I hate that word for some reason. I hate a lot of words in the investment community. I don't know. I just don't use them. I don't like to. But anyway, I was not ready for, I don't like buying puts, for example, that you can make money in a bear market. If the stock market goes down and you buy puts, you're making money. I've never bought a put in my life, but this is honestly, this is a time where I actually thought to myself, I know the market's just going to keep going down. You felt like that. And it was, right? I mean, we may have finally hit the bottom. I doubt it, but who knows? But we were at a point like the past couple of weeks, you could have bought puts and you could have made money. And I thought to myself, like, I should have bought a put. That's the first time I've ever thought that to myself. But the problem is, I've never bought a put. I've never bought a put. And that's my own damn fault for not learning that side of the house, right? That would have been an easy way to make money. Granted, I don't go on the buy side on options at all. Like, right? I don't buy calls. I don't buy puts. I sell puts and I sell calls. But when you sell puts and you sell calls, I mean, in this type of environment, it's rough. The wheel strategy, all the wheelers, man, they're getting their asses kicked, and I'm one of them. I'm getting my ass kicked, and I'll talk about that too, my new strategy with that. But I just wanted to mention, like, buying the inverse funds. I still don't want to do that. Because that's like a permanent thing. Maybe if it's temporary, all right, buy and sell. But again, I'm not a trader. If you buy a put, that's like a temporary position. Buy a put that expires next month. Okay, I'm protected for the next month for this stock, blah, 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 right? So that I could see, because that's like a one-time expense, and that's it. But if I buy, say, YQQQ, which is the inverse on YieldMax, I have to get in, get out, right? Because eventually the Qs are going to go back up, and then I'll lose my shirt on that. So I don't want to lose money on the way up as well. But anyway, I just wanted to say, yeah, it was a good time to, be prepared for that, and I wasn't. So my portfolio, it kind of went like this, down, down, down. And I have a lot of double and triple leverage funds in my account, so you could imagine I went down twice as fast or 3 times as fast. Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about options, baby. Let's do it. I changed my whole mentality on options yet again. So my wheel strategy was simple. Sell puts. If I get assigned, great. I'll sell calls. If I can't sell calls because my cost basis is too high, I will sell more puts. Okay? And I will sell puts until I lower my cost basis just enough that I can sell calls. So what happened in this market? I kept selling puts, and then I sold more puts, and then I sold more puts, and then I ran out of money, and then I had to dip into margin, and I sold puts, and I got to a point where, okay, my cost basis is no longer recoverable, at least in the immediate future. So I need to slow my roll, stop selling puts, and just wait. So I waited. I waited like a week. And then I made a decision. I had some discussions in my Discord. Thank you to SB, by the way. Shout out to SB. He helped me out. Just talking things through, And long story short is I got rid of my stubborn mentality of I'm only going to sell calls at or above my cost basis, because I can't do that anymore. The market's down. My cost basis sucks. So what I'm going to do is, since I own, right now I think I own 900 shares of TSLL. my cost basis is what, like 17 something. TSLL, they're at like $9, right? $9. So obviously I'm dead. I'm dead to rights. So those 900 shares, based on my current strategy, would just sit there doing nothing. So instead of letting that happen, what my plan is, I'm going to sell calls on those, obviously above the current price, but below my cost basis. The difference is I'm going to sell calls a little further out of the money than I normally would typically. And I know I hate talking Greeks, but in this example, I am using delta. I'm using less than 20 delta. What does that mean? You know, some people use it as a percentage. It's a likelihood of assignment, less than 20% likelihood of assignment. But yeah, so the lower the delta, the less likely I will, lose that trade or get assigned. Because in this example, I'm selling calls and I don't want assignment, all right? My current or old or strategy that I like to implement is when I sell calls, I don't give two craps if I get assigned. So that's the difference. So my plan now is I'm going to do this slowly, but I'm going to sell calls on TSLL above the current price, pretty far out of the money, but enough to generate, a respectable premium. And I'm going to do this within the week. I'm going to try not to do across weekends because I just feel like I don't want to miss out on some crazy news over the weekend, like the tariffs are dropped or, something that'll help the stock market jump. At the same time, I understand it can go the other direction, and selling calls, I could have made money and I didn't, but I don't know. For now, that's my strategy. But even within that week, I forgot I had no voice when I made this morning's video. My voice died out, and it's starting to do that, unfortunately. Whoops. But I'll make it as far as I can. What the hell was I saying? So yeah, I'm gonna sell, like, for example, if TSLL is at 11, I'll sell a call at 12, 13, whatever, right? Whatever. And basically what I'm saying is I am challenging TSLL to go up. I dare you to go up. Because guess what? If you don't, I don't care. I'm still making money. If you do, all right, I'll take that. So if TSLL goes, say, to 14, 15 above my call, my plan is to roll. Yeah, that's right. I'm doing rolling orders now. I know I never did them before, but now I'm doing them because I have to. And I will roll my position up in strike price and out in expiration in hopes of still getting a credit. And the beauty is, I don't care how far out I have to go, because in the end, I just don't want to lose money on those shares, right? And that's how I'm going to play it. But another strategy is let it get assigned, let it go, screw it. I'll make that up on another position, because obviously if I'm letting it go, TSLL is in a bullish trend, right? It's going up. So then I could sell calls on another one, because I got 900 shares on another contract, and I can possibly make money, or I'll make it back eventually. And I have to remember that, again, let's say I sell, let's say I lose capital appreciation of $200. I have to make up that $200 on another trade. And that's the plan that I'm doing, because this is all within one wheel. I call it one wheel. Once I start selling puts and I don't have any shares, then the wheel begins. All right. So, and I'm starting to count those credits too, that premium credit that I'm getting, just in case. I need to use that to my advantage. So again, my strategy has changed, but it had to. All right. My perfect world wheel strategy, it no longer exists, because we are in quite the battle with the market right now, But the point is, right now I'm in TSLL, I'm in TNA, and I'm in NVDX. NVDX, I'm not worried about that position. But TNA and TSLL, I am way underwater. But what I'm going to do, again, TSLL, I let everything get assigned. So again, I don't have any pending puts. I have 900 contracts, and I'm going to sell calls carefully, out of the money. Hopefully don't get assigned. Make premium as it recovers on the way up. That's the goal. Okay, my TNA shares, it's a little different. I did get assigned. I have 200 shares on those. And same thing. I'm going to sell calls out of the money, enough that I hope I don't get assigned, and it's going to be under my cost basis, unfortunately, because, again, I'm underwater. The other thing with TNA is I have 3 other contracts that I sold puts on because I'm a greedy bastard, and I got too greedy. And it tanked, and I was like, oh my God, these puts, even if they get assigned, they're not going to save my cost basis. And guess what? Since I'm dipping into margin, if these get assigned, I'm going to have to pay margin interest on those. And also, they are 75%. TNA is 75% margin maintenance. That means my available margin will drop as soon as they get assigned. So those 3 puts, I said, I don't think so. So I've rolled those suckers out. I couldn't lower the strike because I couldn't find a good spot. So since I believe they will recover in due time, I am just rolling them out in expiration. Out, various weeks. Again, I'm gonna let it. Once it gets into the week where it's going to expire. I'm not gonna wait till the Friday. I did that once and I got assigned on something. So I'm probably going to do it on the Monday or the Tuesday of that week, and I'll roll that sucker out another few weeks. And I will do that on these contracts as long as I need to, as long as it takes for TNA to recover. And the beauty of doing this is, in reality, it's just an interest-free loan, So let's just say there are three puts at $40, right? So I'm selling puts. Let's say it's 3 contracts, $40 put, $40 strike price. That's $1,200. Not $1,200, because it's $4,000 each contract, right? So I'm borrowing $12,000 interest free, and I'm still making premium. Although from the outside looking in, this is a horrible position to be in. But at the same time, all I'm doing, I'm just using it to my advantage, and I'm using that $12,000 that is, say, just stuck in winter wonderland. Let them keep it. Again, I'm not going to get charged margin interest unless I get assigned. Since this is technically cash on hold, that I won't have to pay interest. So, great. I'll just keep rolling. All right, it makes sense? All right, so that's the plan with that. And like I said, the other 2 contracts that I did get assigned, yeah, my cost basis sucks. But I'm selling calls still. I don't care. The 200 on TNA, selling calls. The 900 on TSLL, selling calls. I'm doing it. I'm making premium. It's an income account. Yes, my portfolio's down. I don't give a rat's ass. I'm still going to make income. My current plan is not to forfeit capital. I don't plan on losing capital. I do not plan on losing capital. Again, if I have to cut ties, then we'll cross that bridge if the time comes. But for now, I believe there will be a recovery. So I'm going to do what I got to do until then and earn money on the way back up. Again, it may not go back up now. It seems to be lately, but I'm not going to trust that. We still have tariffs pending. We still have Ukraine and Russia undecided. And those are the 2 main factors that I feel like the market just doesn't like uncertainty. Like, what's going on, right? We still have a lot of earnings to happen. And there's just a lot. But that's the fun. That's the beauty of the stock market. You take the good with the bad, all right? Now, so that's for, NVDX. I actually have a pretty good cost basis. I got 200 shares that got assigned, $10 cost basis. because I got a 9, then an 11. I got an 11 and then a 9 assigned, and NVDX is at like 9, or it's actually 8 something now. So, I'm okay with that. I'll just sell those, and not lose any capital. So that's my plan, at least on those, those 3. Now, as far as YieldMax, the YieldMax funds that I do own, in that, at least right now, of course, I'm talking about the Retire Now account. I own Ulti, I own Misty, and I own SPY, and I own FEPI. So Misty, Misty was one of those other ones that I was doing options on, right? I'm selling puts, I'm selling calls, and it was gonna work, I thought, and then Misty tanked. So now my cost basis on Misty is god awful. So I'm not gonna sell calls on Misty. It's not worth it. It's more profitable for me to just hold, because I don't want to take that risk on it going up and I lose, because the premium is not worth it. If I go far out of the money on Misty, the premium's not there. Misty's worth it when you're doing closer to at the money, and that was the plan. But since I'm a bag holder now, screw it. I got 400 shares of Misty, fine, I'll just collect the distribution. And guess what? If it recovers one day, I'll sell calls again. But for now, if I never sell calls on Misty, fine. They're just going to be a part of my portfolio, and I'm just going to hold, and they're just going to pay me a distribution. It's an income account, right? It pays my bills. This is the account that pays my mortgage. All right? And Misty sure as hell is going to help it. I mean, this month they're probably announcing. Actually, they probably announced already. Let me think about that. But yeah, who knows what they're going to pay? Probably, but it'll be helpful to the income, obviously. So that's what I'm doing with Misty. Ulti, I haven't even checked. I'm sure it's down a lot, but they do have downside protection. They've been buying puts left and right, so I'm really happy about that. So I'm sure Ulti's not as bad as people may think. So it should be hanging in there. And then SPY, honestly, I don't even have to worry about that one. FEPI's probably down, but FEPI, is what it is. But come on, people, drive. Do people know how to drive where you guys live? Let me know. For real. Anyway, what else? What else are we talking about? So that's that account. My other account, I'm in margin, so I'm just really waiting for this to end and waiting for a recovery. I'm not buying anything. Collecting the dividends weekly. It's, again, paying the bills. Yes, the portfolio balance is going down. That's unfortunate, but what can you do, man? It could happen. Of course, this could happen. This is the downside. And, the fact that I'm paying bills out of my accounts, it pushes it down even further. So if my overall portfolio is going down each month and bills are coming out on top of it, obviously it's going to go down. But again, I'm not worried about it. It is what it is. Everything will be fine in the end. It's just, it's just going to be a rough time. So it's just about how you treat it. Again, for the dividend car account that I always talk about, that's not active. That's just, I have to rely on the funds that I'm in to make money, to recover, to do well. And hopefully they do. For the Retire Now account, it's on me. It's on me to make the money. So I'm going to be making the money on the recovery. And hopefully, I plan on doing better in that account since it's actively managed than I do in the dividend car account. In reality, I should combine the two. Maybe I will one day, and just have all the bills come out of the one account. I don't know. I kind of like having two separate accounts. Well, one's my wife's, one's my own, but of course you could do a joint. They allow the joint whatever now. But I don't know. I got to think about it, because the one good thing about the dividend car account is it doesn't need me. So if I hit a deer and then I passed and I'm gone, my wife, I already told her that account is on autopilot. It'll pay the bills and it'll, generate cash. And that's it. But the dividend car account, not so much. So I don't know. I got to come up with a plan. God forbid, right? God forbid something happen. I don't know what are you guys doing with that? Let me know in the comments, seriously, because it's a weird subject, right? Because if you're the investor, whether you're the man or the woman, and your significant other doesn't really get involved with investing, and you pass away, what's the plan? Like, did you write it down what you want her to do or him to do, and like what is the plan? I don't know. I need to personally look into that because I'm getting old, right? 42. I think I'm 42. I don't even know. I feel like I've been saying I'm 42 for too long. Again, once you get past 40, it doesn't really matter. It's just all old, you know. But as long as, you know, there's hair, there's still hair there, right? Somewhat, yeah. I don't care about the gray. You know, be gray all you want, as long as there's hair. And you know, I stay not too fat, you know. But I used to say not fat. Now it's not too fat. You know, the bar is set lower and lower every year. But anyway, what the heck was I talking about? So that's, I mean, the market is the market, guys. It's got, what do you expect? You know, it's going to happen. And we're in it. We're in it. New president, you know, he's trying to do the best for our country. And yeah, it's going to get worse before it gets better, right? I know a lot of people listen to me, even they don't like Trump. So, all right, whatever. I don't really care. That's fine. But, you know, you gotta, whoever the president is, respect his position. Let him try to do his best. He got elected for a reason. So instead of complaining and saying, oh my God, oh my God, I don't want to get political, man, but I just, like, people, you live in the U.S. and you just act like you hate this country. Like, no respect. Like, you got to respect your country, man, where you're from. I mean, what the hell is wrong with some people out there? It's just, I really don't understand. I don't, and I never will. I don't really want to be honest. And that's one reason I do hate social media. I just wish people just, you know, because everyone, they don't act like that in real, most of them don't act like that in real life. You know, they turn on this persona on the freaking social media. They grow some balls, or they act like a complete fool because they think it's cool. Or maybe they're just trying to monetize and make money off of a fake, you know, mentality. But I don't know. Just, people just have lost all respect for, you know, human nature, other human beings. It's just like, come on, man. Really, just, you should respect everyone, you know? It's not, well, this goes everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. I mean, people are freaking evil, man. They are evil. But that's the era we're living in, you know? Again, back in the day without social media, if you said crap like that, you know, you pay for it, right? You don't say that to someone's face. You just, because you would have to deal with the repercussions. On social media, you just say something, and worst thing that happens is your comment gets deleted, right? Oh no. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know why I got on this rant, but it is what it is. You can't avoid politics. You really can't. So that's why it's going to come up here and there. And believe me, I'm not going to shove what I think down anyone's throat, because you guys don't give a crap. And I know that. And that's fine, because I don't give a crap what anyone else thinks either. You know, everyone has a right to their own opinion, as they should. And they shouldn't, you know, base their opinion on what others think anyway. So this is not a political channel. This is a simply share my journey how I retire on dividends channel, right? That's basically it. You know, periodically I'll give my random opinions here and there, but you know, it's not meant to be always about that. It's just about whatever. Especially this video, this commute podcast, it's about whatever. All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. As always, none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment, so hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, come back next week and I will entertain you. Come up with topics. That's on you guys, man. Give me some topics. What do you want to talk about? If not, if you don't have any, I'll just ramble, blah, 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 blah. If you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments below. All right? Great. Thank you very much for watching. Oh yeah, keyword time. I do a keyword on the commute video too. So if you made it this far in the video, and you want to prove it, you gotta say the keyword. I forgot I'm on video now. I'm doing this weird crap. So the keyword today is, how about patience? Right? Most of what we talked about, it all leads down to patience. Have a little patience, right? Good song. Don't go bust. Don't do it. Don't do it. You ever look at a car, you're driving, you're like, they look like they're gonna pull out. You're like, don't even do it. Don't even think about it. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, that's the keyword. So type down in the comments below, patience, if you want to prove you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. All right? I'm off to work. Yay. Let's get this day moving, baby. Let's go. Later.